Conor Shanahan pulls to the line to lead out Conor Falvey, and this one is one we talked about earlier. It's one that Conor spoke about with Becky down there at the pre-show, saying, look, I know what it's like to be Conor Falvey. I know what it's like to have that hunger to take down the top guys, to know, to prove to everyone that you can do it. You can be the guy that takes down the big names and prove yourself in this championship. But Shanahan still looking for a little bit of redemption, still trying to hunt down that second championship. And look at this for Falvey, the aggression slams that S15 into gear, and they know it's almost a full dry circuit right now. That information fed back to them from the spotters as they come off the line. Falvey creeping already, he won't want to let Shanahan get away as they roar through the gears. Shanahan flicks that GT6 to angle, and Falvey can't be shaken as they get in to that second outside zone. Look at the aggression from Conor Falvey, very shallow angle onto the front wheel. That GT6 he goes as they fire through the middle of the circuit. Shanahan on a blinder right now, deep into outside zone 4. They come down the hill and Shanahan pulls a gap on Falvey, but he keeps it clean. Both guys transition, mirror image, door to door. Falvey pushes Shanahan across the line. Guys, this talented go door to door, head to head. Well, here we go. It's going to be Falvey to lead out Shanahan. Shanahan's going to want to repay the favour right now and put some tyre marks on the side of that carbon Kevlar S15 as Falvey fires into that second outside zone. Once again, shallows up that angle, trying to drive away from Conor Shanahan, but there won't be no shaking the 2023 champion as they fire through and they look for outside zone. 2 good lead lines so far, but look at the transition from Shanahan. It was bumper to bumper as they figure it out on both transitions. Second to last outside zone, door to door across the line. Action. 2 guys out of the car, slide them left for Shanahan, right for Falvey. It's 1 vote for Shanahan. It's going to be Conor Shanahan making it through to the top 16. Unfortunately, we lose.
Talking to each other before, maybe even during, but definitely after the run.
They'll talk during the run?
I would. If I was Jack Shanahan, I'd be...
Like, did you hit me?
I'd be talking
Get off my door, leave me alone, stop bullying me. Yeah, oh yeah, we get closer.
Yeah, I'm the big brother, you know, that kind of stuff.
Well, here we go. They're on the line, ready to rock and roll. With Jack Shanahan to lead out Conor Shanahan. The higher qualifier again sitting in that lead position. A lot of guys mixing it up between lead and chase, and
there's a lot of people in Ireland right now, you know, having some deep, very feisty conversations about what's about to happen here.
Oh, for sure. Well, there we go. Shanahan, Conor repping himself there, winding himself up. He's already ahead of that start line. He wants to get as close as he can to Jack as they come off the line. This will be absolute fireworks. Conor said it earlier on, get your phone out because this one will be electric as they fire through that first and second outside zone. Both guys into the wall, tagging the wall as Jack Shanahan now starts to pull a little ground, but Conor squeezes the accelerator and drives up into the door of his brother's GT86. They go bumper to bumper on the transition. Jack Shanahan firing down a beautiful lead line so far from Jack as he puts that car right where the judges want to see him as he comes down the hill. A little bobble from both guys as they fire through. They transition identical into that second to last outside zone, but there's no shaking. Jack Shanahan, he's on the door of his brother across the line.
What a great run. I can't wait for this swap around because Jack, when he chases, man, it can be carnage.
It certainly can be carnage. It can be super aggressive. That's what it can be. As you see him come off the line right now, it's going to be Jack Shanahan to chase down Conor Shanahan. A little tentative initiation there for Conor on the handbrake for a long time, and that opens the door for Jack. And look at this, Jack closer than Conor as he now starts to push his brother into the outside zone 2 and around as they look for this inner zone. They fire through a big angle, flicked on there by Conor, probably trying to throw off Jack, but it doesn't work because Jack Shanahan fires onto the door of his brother's GT86. They come down the hill and now Conor starts to pull a little ground on his brother, but Jack shortcuts ever so slightly, fires through outside zone 6. Jack going to fire up onto the door, and he does. Squeezes Conor against the wall.
Oh man, yeah,
well,
really good.
Decisions in, slide him left for Conor Shanahan, right for Jack Shanahan. It's 1 vote for Conor. It's a 1 more time from Vernon, and it's another vote for Conor Shanahan. He gets the win and advances through to the top 8. Jack Shanahan.
All right, this is a battle for the ages here. There is some history between these two drivers. Lots of history, lots of battles head to head, and both of them know how to throw down in the moment. Man, I keep saying finals battles, but this truly is. This is a championship style battle. This takes it to the next level.
It certainly is. We've seen these two guys go head-to-head multiple times before. Both guys coming out, I'm sure now, the scoreboard of who's beaten who so many times. We've run out of pen, ink and paper to write them down because these two guys have gone head-to-head. Look at this, Shanahan looking focused as he puts that car into gear. It's going to be Conor Shanahan to chase down Piotr Wiecek for a spot. The final spot in the final 4 awaits for one of these guys as they fire in mirror image on initiation. And Conor Shanahan tries to hunt down Piotr Wiecek as Wiecek gets the back end of that Supra into the outside zone. A little wall tag from Shanahan. Upsets the line ever so slightly. Look at this, Wiecek is up and gone. That car is super fast. He almost lifts the back wheel off the floor where it fires through. But now Shanahan makes a brave dive into outside zone 5 and another brave dive as he transitions into 6. Both guys wheel to wheel across
time and still get back into the pocket. Both drivers very scrappy on that run. We'll swap them around and the Irishman gets the fresh air.
GTA 6 off, as he pulls that GTA 6 off the line. Piotr Wiecek fires in, he's on the handbrake. Both guys on the handbrake for a long time. Slows that car down, that opens the door for Wiecek as Wiecek now absolutely buried in the side of that Toyota GTA 6. And Wiecek wants this, he's hungry for it. As Shanahan leads around that first long second outside zone, they fire through the middle of the circuit. Shanahan trying everything he can to try and get away from the Polishman, but there's no shaking Wiecek right now. As he fires down, foot brake locked, and look at Wiecek, he's making dangerous moves. He's pushing that car to his limit, but he wants to be there.
Wow.
Well, here we go. The decision's in. Slide him left for Wiecek, right for Conor Shanahan. It's going to be a one more time for David Kalas. It's going to be a one more time. So there we go. They've both pulled to the line. It's going to be Wiecek to lead out Shanahan as the wipers pop on once again. I'm not sure if we've got rain down there on the circuit. I'm trying to look across to the
seeing wipers.
Puddles. Yeah, we've seen wipers. As Wiecek in the car, focused and dialed. Our start line Marshall Martin down there just doing the final checks, the pre-flight checks we like to call them.
Yeah, pre-flight check. I like that. Does he show you where the exits are?
Shows you where the exits are. Shows you to look for the lights.
Yeah.
Or the pyro.
Does he serve a snack halfway through?
Doesn't offer you any snacks.
No.
He's not that generous, but he is a very nice guy.
Very nice
So you
guy.
let him off anyway.
Yeah, great guy.
There we go. So there we go, all checks done. They get the thumbs up all around. It's Wiecek to lead out Shanahan for a spot in the final 4 awaits. All other positions filled. Who's going to take it through? As Wiecek fires that car from left to right, Shanahan dials himself on the door. He would have known what Wiecek was doing in that chase position and now starts to repay the favour from the one more time. The first battle as they go round the outside zone. Wiecek fires through. He looks like he's dialed that car up to 100. He's deep into the back and then takes the tyre off the rim. Wiecek trying to deal with it, but can he hold on? The boot lid's hanging off the car. There's no tyre on one side of the car as he puts it onto the wall, managing to get across the line.
When they go through, if the car is still going to drive, they're going to drive it. As we see that tire completely debeated. Crazy turn of events here for Piotr Wiecek. Down a tire and starting to exit out to the pits.
Yeah, well, there we go. He's out of the car and he waves to the crowd, and our marshals down there wave and open the barriers for Wiecek. We need to make this one official of what is going to happen. Obviously, we can't change tyres here at Drift Masters. There are no 5-minute rules. So if you make a mistake, you make a mistake. And our start line marshal just down there giving the information to Conor Shanahan. And yeah, here we go. The decision's in, and it's going to be Conor Shanahan taking the win and advancing through to the top 8. Everyone back in Ireland screaming his name. Conor Shanahan pulls up into that chase position. Heinonen decides to lead. The higher qualifier says, I've got this. I know the ropes. I know what I need to do. Shanahan puts his thumbs up to our start line Marshall Martin.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, e-brake. That's interesting. Okay. That is almost the international symbol for e-brake.
I wonder what's going on there with Shanahan. We're seeing a little bit of upset maybe. Look at this. Lauri Heinonen waves to the crowd, pushes the gloves deeper on the fingers, gets them ready to go. There's that little nervous look into the eye of Conor Shanahan as he adjusts his gloves. He looks a little nervous in the car, wiggling around, sorting himself out. Well, there's no time to work it out right now. You're on the line. It's time to go. They slot the cars into gear. Through the gears they go. Heinonen flicks it from left to right and puts that car right to the edge of the circuit. Opens up the throttle, but look at Shanahan. He's on the door and now starts to pull away as Lauri Heinonen finds a little bit of grips and pace that's left on the circuit. The wipers are on, the rain starts to fall in Finland once again as they go bumper to bumper on the transition. There's no shaking Conor Shanahan. He wants a taste of that champagne as he pushes almost Lauri Heinonen through that hill section as they come back up the hill once again into the second to last outside zone. Heinonen goes wide, flexes the back end, and Shanahan is on the door. But can he take down Lauri Heinonen? The 2024 champion takes on the 2023 champion right now for a spot in the final as Shanahan fires it into that first outside zone, dials the car car in on the handbrake, but he opens the door for Heinonen. They go bumper to bumper onto the wall as Heinonen can trust Shanahan. He leans on him. He waits for the transition as Shanahan flicks it. Heinonen goes for the back bumper. Once again, they both go mirror image, mirror the angle, the good proximity. They transition together down the hill. Shanahan fires it in. Can he get this job done as he puts it through that second to last outside zone? Now Heinonen squeezes the ball, looks for the rear wheel as they touch the wall across the line.
Wow, both drivers need to be so incredibly proud of the effort they're putting in here today.
In the third and fourth place playoff against Pavel Korbolinski. Slide them left for Shanahan, right for Heinonen. It's one vote for Shanahan. It's Conor Shanahan. He gets the win, advances through to the final. Now Conor Shanahan is back in the zone. He's back in the moment, but standing alongside him, standing in his way, is the Norwegian sledgehammer who's ready to take a throw at that car to hammer him back down into position. Will Kvia throw a stone into the works? Will he throw a spanner into the works? What will he throw into the works? Because Kvia is also equally as hungry for a top step on the podium here at Drift Masters. He slams that car into gear. Kvia laser focused as he looks at Shanahan leaving the line. They come through the gears, a full wet circuit as they go bumper to bumper, and almost a mistake, almost contact from Kvia on initiation as Kvia goes for the side of the GT86 of Conor Shanahan, but Shanahan looks flawless in that second outside zone. He works his way around, he collects the inner, but Shanahan can't shake Kvia right now as Shanahan goes nice and deep into outside zone 4, but it's only opening the door more for Arne Kvia. The Norwegian can't be lost, he can't be shaken as he goes for it. Nice transition from Shanahan as he positions himself perfect, but once again the Norwegian... Find out, they get the thumbs up all round. We wait for that green light, and look at this, Shanahan already creeping off the line. He knows he wants it, he's hungry for it as he slams through the gears in that Toyota GT86. He goes to the back bumper of Kvia already as Kvia takes a shallower line through that first outside zone. Now he's into the wall, now he's hungry for it, but look at this from Shanahan, he's clinical, he's even deeper into the wall than he was before as he opens the door and allows Kvia for the transition. He's going to make a dive through the centre of the circuit, and he does as Kvia goes deep into 4. He opens the door for Shanahan to take a step in, and there's no shaking. Conor Shanahan is right with him. This is mirror for mirror, this is man on man right now as machine is working perfectly. Kvia goes too hard and almost stops it, and Shanahan makes contact.
Yeah, Shanahan wanted this battle to end heads up, so decided, you know what, Tony Kvia, you don't have the momentum, I'm going to push you through the rest of this run.
And here we go, let's make it official. Who is the winner of round 3 here in Finland? Left for Shanahan, right for Kvia, and it's going to be Conor Shanahan! Conor Shanahan wins round 3 of Drift Masters here in Finland, and Arne Kvia takes second spot on the podium. Lauri Heinonen rounds it out in third place on the podium. Jacob's going to head off to the podium and do some announcing down there, and we're going to round out the show here. What an incredible day in Finland, and look at what it means to the Shanahan team and to Conor Shanahan himself. So much.
Yeah, I just want to take a minute and say this has been absolutely incredible. These drivers are insane, and this is one of the most exciting events I've ever witnessed. You cannot tell me that drifting in the rain isn't incredible.